lanes can be a big threat.
Certainly do. I like a lot of the combinations that you can put together with the Yone Alt. You've got this 20 as well, the Rumble. So potential power here if they can make it happen. Level 6 is going to be very scary on the side of KC. It's a similar story, though, if NNO can split up the KC lineup. See if Agurin can punish sides here. Obviously, triple banned in the first phase there with the Cossacks, the J4, and the Brand taken off the board. So if the Nocturne is good, he's going to feel damn good about this performance, knowing that they targeted him and he was able to have a successful game anyway.
Yeah, I mean, NNO had the beauty of warming up against the world champions.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And now they get to show their full power against KC, an organization that is a lot of hype behind them moving into next year, especially around this young AD carry in Kalist. Kind of reminds me of the old story of Reckless when he debuted onto the scene. We'll see what he is capable of doing on Vayne, no less.
Yeah, picked a very flashy champion. Vayne Swain, other than rhyming, not a duo I see a whole lot of. Vayne, I feel like, in solo queue these days, unless your bot lane is really confident, more of a top lane pick. But see what Kalist can get done early on. Varus usually able to get a lot of lane priority early, but the range advantage of the Vayne Swain might be enough despite pretty lackluster wave clear from Vayne.
Well, Targus starting with the E means that once that's down, there's not a huge amount of threat coming out, but as you rightly said, they are looking to get that early push. No way, likely looking to get that control in the mid lane as well.
Well, and this is a solo queue matchup that neither of these players are strangers to. See how it fares as we get a few more levels in. Both sides taking TP, nothing too crazy. Capo, though, with Ignite on the top side of the map, really wants to get some pressure down here. Token we know will be relevant late game. There's no stopping an Ornn from being relevant, although Karni taking a big chunk of damage there.
Very nice trade from the KC bot lane. We can see full clear top side from Synkrov. He knows that Aggron did start on the top side of the map thanks to that ward. So what is his game plan here? Looking for a mid play?
All right, no way. Should play to the bottom side here, knowing that that's where his jungler is. Seiken, you can see stepping up, trying to zone him. Nice side step from No Way, though. Gets a bit of damage back. Massive shield there coming in from the Yone W, however. No Way now needs to be careful. Not going to quite flash out in time for. That's going to be the stun, the knock up, the instant follow-up. No Way still living for a second, but will get taken down for first blood.
KC make it look clean. Seiken goes in for a very early trade to kind of bait No Way to overextend in the mid lane. Then Synkrov hard commits. Seiken quickly stacks up the Q3 and is able to follow up. Look at this. Flash in, immediate flash from No Way. The stacks still get applied, and then Seiken stacking up this Q3 so he can very quickly close that gap, allows him to secure first blood.
Yeah, and you heard it on the desk. Orianna, an incredibly powerful pick at Worlds. Seiken and Synkrov, this duo, a lot of kill pressure, a lot of threat with a melee champion paired with Sejuani. Now, Rakan locked up. Karni gonna get taken down. Mid lane already finding the kill. Bot side now dominating here.
A thumbs up from Kalist.
Gurren waiting over the wall, but
trying to steal what he can, but pulled away by Synkrov. And no mercy being shown by KC in this early game. Mid jungle play, secures a kill, and in the 2v2 bot now Targamas looking to punish Brokey.
Gonna be tricky for Brokey. Not a good way to get out of the Vision of Empire there coming in from the Swain.
It's a good trade of flashes. Support for AD carry means that a potential gank can be set up. KC definitely showcasing that in the off-season they have not lost any of their aggression.
Yeah.
Really nice early start. Aggron just going to show his presence in the mid lane as he looks to secure that top crab.
Close now being forced to back away here. Brokey with a health advantage for now. Doesn't want to step too far forward. Karni gets the knock up.
Oh, Synkrov.
Extended trade though. Could favor Kalist. Brokey, nice fire back, but Synkrov was right there. Brokey, no summoner spells, trying to sidestep as best as he can, but there's just not a lot of hope left. Kalist ignited, but he'll be able to cleanse that one out. Kalist still standing! It's a clean Vayne performance on the bottom side for KC.
Incredibly well set up. Cabo in a 1v2.
Cabo still burning him down. Agurin wanting to step forward here is just going to walk away the Rumble. Too damn strong.
Holy moly, absolute dominance from KC all across the board. That bot lane play was just set up so nicely. Kalist and Targamas getting the flash up. Targamas is going to get executed to allow that wave to be pushed underneath the tower. But wow, 4-0 start. Getting that early investment to get the summoners out from Brokey, allowing Synkrov to then come down and make a gank happen bot lane, secures 2 kills for the young AD carry. And
it's wild because we've watched T1 play 2 different teams today, and this is the most dominant early game we've seen so far. That's the ulti now coming in. Agurin's most likely going to burn down. Ticking, but he will live. Just barely holding on. Cabochard taken out, a little overconfident on the top side.
So we're going to quickly look back at this play. Obviously, with the level advantage and the pressure that they have NNO feel confident to take these trades, but KC is just buying time for Syncroft to walk over. Kalist plays at the very edge, gets the level up, which means he gets a little bit more health back. He's able to land that auto. The cleanse allows him to create space, condemns Carney into the wall, and then secures that second kill as well. They're in here. They're able to, well, I think this was the play where they force him out. Oh no, is this actually where they get the secure? Yes, it is. Incredibly low HP. Well, level 6, incredibly close. But he ends up walking away with his life. Very well played there by NNO.
I think slightly different angle. There's an argument that maybe, but Tolkien, of course, with Flash still up and available. Does not pan out. Cabo's still incredibly powerful. Early Sword Shoes coming through. Bit of MR will make it easier for Tolkien, but still have to respect the Rumble, especially once Equalizer is off cooldown. On the bottom side, Vayne with the boots too for some quick, easy trades. Vars we expect to be stronger at one item. But see what they can do, man. Right now.
Remember, NNO's comp is a lot about team fighting. And KC are leveraging some of the powerful duos that they have and some of the early game presence that they can make happen. Nocturne level 6 is kind of what they're waiting for, and Syncroft is taking advantage of that with his Sejuani all around the map.
Yep. They've spotted out the level 6. You know it's going to come, but KC, of course, pressured in the mid lane.
They're going to fight this.
Bit of a crazy fight, but level 6 is there. Nocturne immediately going to go in. The pull back there, the combo is clean, but do they have the follow-up? Yone going in, finding the knock-up onto Carney. 2 more now, knocked up with the fate sealed, and then NNO's fate is sealed indeed. I don't know. Now trying to fire back. Seiken stepping forward, not quite going to hit the Q3 there. Kalist untouched for now. Seiken continuing to walk up. The Yone is so damn strong. Manages to get the knock-up, even in the face of the fear, and KC are slaughtering NNO.
I mean, NNO tried to force a 4 versus 3. Their AD carry wasn't there yet, which meant that while the initial combo looked promising, they just didn't have the damage to clean up. KC secured themselves 2-3 kills. They get themselves the dragon, and they might be looking for more.
Seiken overstepping for a brief moment there. No way, holding on for his life. Will get the shutdown. Massive to have that in the back pocket of the Orianna.
And here, look at this engage. Really nice 2-man ultimate. The Vayne forced to run into the pit. But it's only 3 members. A nice ultimate response from Seiken. Connects onto 2. Sets up the play now. Cabo.
Tolkien running, burning, dying. KC fans, electric. Tolkien. It's a rough day.
Yeah, I mean, KC is showing absolutely no mercy. An incredibly one-sided affair. 8-2 is the kill score, 2.5k the lead.
Yeah, and it's tough because obviously that first Nocturne Orianna combo, you really want that to go well. If you can find that fight, you can snowball, you can start to take over. But the fact that the first 2 ults together had so little actual impact in the fight, and the counterpunch from KC was so much greater, it's going to make things quite difficult as we get later and later into the game. Yone almost completing that first item. Rumble, hard to say. Got a lot of gold in the back pocket of Cabo Shard. Is Herald going to go down as well? Herald, Drake, 8 kills to 2. Just about everything KC could possibly want going in their favor.
3-0-3 for this Vayne is absolutely crazy.
It seems like in the battle of teams who didn't practice, KC are winning right now.
I mean, it builds more hype for KC versus T1, which will be our next matchup. Of course, we needed to give T1 at least some type of break throughout the day. Yeah. They're playing 5 games today.
To be fair, we originally were pitching that they should run on treadmills the entire time, so we guarantee to win test their physical and mental stamina, but that seems it was a
little excessive.
A little excessive, okay, all right.
But yeah, of course, going to be exciting to see that matchup. Of course, KC haven't won just yet. Still need to take that Nexus down. And with the 2k gold advantage, things are looking very good for KC.
It is 9 minutes. There is time, there is space, but it's tricky. There's so much individual agency with so many of these picks. Cabo, when he has an advantage, can 2v1 a lot of the times that topside matchup. So, I don't know, really need to be flawless with their plays. Gurren going to go for the fear here. Seiken going to go for the snapback because the fear is still connecting immediately. The fate sealed going to take him out to safety. The follow-up is there from a Gurren, but the Q3 is ready. A Gurren now flashing in to try to finish this one. Ignite now ticking down. A bit more shielding coming in from No Way, but a Gurren will still fall. The final auto from Targamas. Enough. And here comes Syncroft. And again, No Way for the mid laner to escape. Not an intentional pun, it's just an unfortunate reality of casting this man. But right there it is. Kalist now on a rampage. Absolute slaughter for everything that NNO are getting. KC are getting 2 or 3 times as much.
A nice solo kill by Agarin, but it was a forced play that they tried to make happen on the bot side, and the collapse from KC was swift. Cabo is happy to be left on his island. The damage is lethal.
Tolkien needs to back up, needs to get the hell out of dodge. Here comes a surprise Varus gank.
Is this going to be enough?
E going to connect. Cabo now flashing out to safety. There's not really a play to be had here. A Gurren, no ultimate either.
Well, it's something for NNO at least, but Cabo kind of weathering the pressure here. And a lot of time spent from Brokey. He's going to lose that mid wave too. We'll see Agharin punishes Seiken for the aggression. Is able to connect the fear down. Good ultimate usage from Seiken to create space between him and Agharin. The ignite there from the Swain, along with this final auto attack, was enough to secure that kill. And then you'd think that with Karni on his way, there's a world where Noe can actually get out of this situation, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough.
Just was not going to happen. Yeah, well played by Seiken as well. Forcing out so many resources for them to be able to get the kill. Uses the ultimate beautifully as well as the Q3 to escape there, even if Agharin is able to connect on that fear. Now on the bottom side, Agharin ultimate, 25% of the cooldown remaining. See where he wants to go next with it. Only level 8.
We look at the dragon spawning in about 45 seconds. You imagine that'll be the next objective on the map. KC reminded that they are venturing their way forward into the LEC next year, which of course many fans are excited for.
Yep. No way we just saw on his face cam, not quite as excited. He kind of gave it the face. Don't know what he was talking about. Maybe some team comms as to what exactly they ought to be doing. Still not a completed item here, which is a bit tricky.
Yeah, I mean, NNO find themselves in a very difficult position right now. But of course, they are still the hometown favorites. They do have that 6th man in the form of the crowd that continue to show their support.
Do they, Vedius? I'm sorry, did we all go quiet when NNO started losing? Did you lose your faith?
Yeah.
Nah, they're there.
They're there.
Come on, NNO faithful, you got it.
They believe. No way in a bit of danger.
No way with the pullback. Should be able to walk this one out. One more auto. The stun now coming through. Where's the follow-up going to be? Seiken. Ton of range. Flash forward, but he completely whiffs. Soul Unbound, though. Finishing the job.
And the KC corner in the arena is electric right now. 12-3. A plate will be taken back by NNO.
In goes Agharin. The lockup is there. Kalist now trying to run out to safety. The fear slowing him down just a little bit. The shutdown going over to Brokey. A brief glimmer of hope for the side of NNO.
Much needed punish from the side of NNO. Cabo with the collapse.
NNO
find a way out of this.
Land. Karni trying to get a bit more vision. Brokey looking for the sidestep. Rumble going a little bit wide here, but Brokey is surely going to drop. He just doesn't have anywhere to go.
And it's ruthless. KC show absolutely zero mercy. They find 2 in the jungle. They get 2 quick kills. And NNO is falling apart. 5k now, the gold difference. Dragon is up. But KC's more interested in stealing away those enemy jungle camps.
Yep. And it's tricky at this stage of the game. I mean, you got a 5-2 Yone, a 5-1 Vayne. Swain already has Rylai's, which makes your life so much more difficult. And Cabo, obviously, sitting pretty on the top side. Maybe there's a world, Vedius. In caster classic fashion, regardless of language or broadcast, we can always talk about scaling. 2 items, 3 items.
That's true.
But we're very far away. No way, though, just able to complete his first item. Locking down Kalist, obviously a tricky task, as long as he hasn't burned the tumble. The Syncroft is the target. He has been spotted. He has been knocked back. Tolkien now looking for the follow-up. Another clean pick from the side of NNO. And there's no counterpunch yet from KCORP. Overall, solid play.
Very nice punish. That's all they need to keep finding, these small picks, while not giving up much in exchange. Of course, they still have those outer towers in mid and top, so they can still hold some form of line, and now the dragon should be secured for them as well. As far as I can tell, no objective bounties up just yet. But still, delaying that potential soul. Just buying themselves a little bit more time for an opportunity.
Yes, they are. Cloud coming through. It'll be an Infernal Rift. It'll be big for either side, but we're pretty dang far away from a potential soul. Tolkien is going to have a hard time surviving unless he can instantly delete this wave. Will E right as the CC comes in. Well played. Now they have to eat the entire tower if they want to go forward. Right now, Brokey just moseying up to the top side, making sure he can cover here. A little bit of a lane swap coming out. Tolkien, of course, with the TP, can return to bot side quickly if he needs to, or be anywhere else on the map. We'll just look to match the Rumble for now. Tricky now with the Protobell that's coming through as well, but Karni should just dash out to safety here as Seiken gets a bit of free poke. Q3 comes through. It's not a bit of free poke. It's an all-in.
Seiken fully committing to that play there. Of course, could argue that it's just a bit of a zoning tool to mitigate any form of potential contest. Easy Herald picked up for KC. Now they're looking to drop that top lane and expose the map a little bit more. Agharin, though, has his eyes on a pick.
Instantly looking to lock down Cabo, but Cabo, quick Protobell flash out to safety. And another Nocturnal. It's a little effect here. Really only that one on the bottom side against Seiken that was able to grab a kill. And Seiken just teasing here, using the Soul Unbound. That's the lockup coming through. Targetman's there as well. Carney doing what he can to peel. The stun should connect, but Syncroft is not quite in range. Tolkien now looking to re-engage the fight. Targetman's flashing out to safety. Brokey flashing in, looking to finish the job. This way healing will not be enough. Brokey now just needs to sidestep. Clean movement. Bars past it, doing so much work. Oh, that extra attack speed paying off.
Nicely done there by NNO. A great TP from Tolkien and a really good engage from Carney. Means that they can buy enough time for the Ornn to arrive and then the turnaround in favor of NNO. Very similar to what we saw in their game against T1. Able to find these small punishes, and NNO, okay, maybe their early games aren't the strongest, but they're really good at punishing these small mistakes and slowly crawling their way back into the game.
Oh. Tolkien. Ian out, but the knockup is there from Seiken. Seiken will eventually be forced to snap back here. Flash out to safety for Tolkien. It just does too much.
Wow, that's a lot of damage from Seiken. Just melts through the Ornn. Even with the flash, Tolkien can't escape to safety.
That's just the Yone classic.
And Seiken's going to be a serious threat in this side lane if no one can really match him.
It's not getting better because that's a hull breaker, so good luck.
Yep.
Tricky task. That's a ruthless side lane threat from KC between the Yone and the Rumble.
And the Vayne as well. Don't forget her. Can happily side lane. Tower's going to be dropped mid. That's another tower secured, and that will be all outer towers now dropped for NNO.
Running out of room to play on the map. Would love to have a bit more early momentum, get this Nocturne ahead, maybe break a mid lane tower, open up some more opportunities or space to make these picks. Away. Just harassing Cabochard a little bit here. Does have the Shockwave, can threaten. Cabochard, no flash. 2 ranks in the Equalizer, though, does make it a little bit tricky.
I mean, we're in a situation now where there's no real objective on the map to play for. So NNO can just sit back, farm away. KC don't want to overcommit. That's how they can throw this game away. If they try and force too many plays over no real setup, could be an easy opportunity for NNO to find a pick, and that's exactly what they're looking for right now. I'll see the Orianna, the Rakan roaming with the Nocturne. I'll spot out Syncroft. Are they going to go for it?
Syncroft, a tough target to lock down. Radiant Virtue, that extra healing if he does throw down the ultimate. Oh, ooh, nice backstep. Nice thumbs up. Carney's sticking around for a while here.
As long as Syncroft has his Q, he's always going to be safe.
Passive is off immediately. The counter engage now coming in. Is Agurin on the backside? The spell shield has already been taken out. Here comes Cabochard as well. Agurin now running. Carney now running, but Agurin is getting burnt down. Kalist still standing. Looking to pick up so many kills. Brokey able to sidestep the Yone ultimate, but it is not enough. KC again in the mid lane, finding the angle.
A devastating fight for NNO as KC clean up with 3 quick kills. No Way tried to set the wombo combo up onto Kalist. Immediately flashes away to safety. And they're able to turn the fight around. 19 kills to 7. KC reasserts themselves in control of this game.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, almost a 6K gold lead. You can see the angle here.
Keep your eyes on Kalist. They spawn him out with the blue trinket. He immediately flashes away. The Orianna ult used so early means that there's no real follow-up. Kalist nicely flashes away from it. NNO is too spread apart, and KC can easily collapse and secure themselves a team fight win. Now NNO looking for something back as the bot tower falls. This game feels like it's very quickly falling away from NNO.
Yeah, it's difficult because you're not winning out on these trades. You're committing a lot of your resources to show up in these situations. Seiken, though, should get caught out here. He can try to turn if the rest of KC wants to make this happen. Q3 instantly going to get interrupted. Projectile still comes out, but Seiken gets taken down. TP going to be used for No Way, though.
I mean, Dragon up. They can easily contest this without Seiken. A lot of their damage is now gone.
Really want to get more here, but Kalist is already going to look to grab mid lane tier 2. Some counter punches there from KC already.
It's a good trade. Just open up the map a little bit more, secure that tower.
Trinity Force Vayne just eats towers, so quick objective shred there. They can move to the top side of the map. Baron about to spawn. Do they want to go for an early Baron?
I mean, they're doing it, right?
They
are just doing the Baron. Right. Remember, Vayne going to be incredibly fast at melting this objective. Will be spotted out. Will KC continue? The TP is available for Seiken.
Ulti from Tolkien, up and available. TP now coming in. Kalist keeping the objective aggroed. It looks like now the call is to back off. Tolkien locked up. Can they cancel the R2? They do. Immediately the knockdown now comes in. Agurin right on the backside. It's a clean combo. But where is the follow-up damage? They can't get it done. They just don't have enough in the tank. They hit 3 with the combo, but it does absolutely nothing. NNO running for the hills. Syncroft on the chase. Kalist chasing down as well. dissuaded from pushing any further. For now, at least NNO have stopped the Baron, but KC might just turn right back to the objective.
The wombo combo was fantastic from NNO. Unfortunately, as you said, Dracos, they just didn't have enough damage to clean out the fight. Seiken gonna zone NNO away. The flash is used from Noe.
TP now going in. Tolkien on the way. Knocker from the Baron stops Seiken from getting out of the pit. Pushback comes in from the Vayne. A little bit more damage coming in from Tolkien. The Baron now aggro. Sinkoff getting lower and lower. Current manages to snipe the kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade around the pit.
I mean, NNO get another one. They get that pick onto Seiken. Do they now commit to the Baron themselves? Brokey is on his way back. But they're going to decide, you know what, not worth it. We're just going to take the kills. We're going to delay the Baron, and we're going to stay relevant in this game. If they can unlock this mid tower, it would be a good opportunity. But Cabashard going to be there to clear that wave up. So, well done from NNO. What was a devastating fight loss into stopping the Baron from dropping. You see this combo initially, a really nice Rumble ultimate prevents any sort of support for Tolkien. Then this combo, 4-man shockwave from Noe. But then where's the rest of the damage? Seiken with the re-engage ultimate. It's difficult for the Varus really to get close. Nice connect there from Targa Mrs. E to lock down the AD carry, and NNO is forced to retreat.
Yeah, it's difficult because obviously the Varus, especially with this build, sustained DPS, the name of the game, not burst to follow up with a Nocturne and Orianna are bringing to the table. So it can be a bit tricky to navigate those fights. Well, both Noe and Agurn were able to find their way into that backline. You can see that Brokey struggled a little bit to get much more done. But has 2 items now. Ginsu's, if he's left alone, if he's left unattended in one of these fights, can certainly do an immense amount of damage. NNO fans starting cheers in the audience. Have not given
morale
up.
High.
Yeah.
NNO obviously in a very dire situation, but there are opportunities. If they can find another wombo combo like that with a few more items under their belt, the problem is, you look at the items on the side of KC, that is a scary Vayne. Seiken, just as scary. Infinity Edge and the whole breaker.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's tough. You know, side lanes are going to be a big problem. It's really hard to match any of the champions KC are bringing to the table.
The Baron again.
Yeah. And the fortunate thing about the KC side laners is they also have a decent amount of teamfight power if they're able to connect multi-man ultimates between the Yone and the Rumble. So something that has to be respected, but NNO, this is the arena. Battle lines have been drawn. Seiken fishing with the Q3. We'll go right back on the Soul Unbound. KC don't really need to overstep here. There are ways that they need to catch on top side. Look to do that before returning to the area. Looking to lock down Targamas. One shot, a squishy target. Easy pick to kick off the fight. Q3 out from Seiken. We'll make it to safety. NNO, solid start to the exchange. But they burned 2 ultimates. They have to be careful about taking the fight. Tolkien in the meantime. Ultimate now coming in for the Rakan. The horn has been blown. The Call of the Forge God goes completely wide. Brokey now flashing out to safety, but I don't think he can win that 1v1. Or can he? Massive damage now coming in. He snaps back. Kalist on a rampage, but it's a 1-for-1. The final shot from Brokey will find the heart of Seiken. Kalist stepping up. Agurn now walking in. The knockup going to be sidestepped. This Vayne is just absolutely untouchable. They don't have the resources. Kalist getting lower and lower. The Ignite now ticking away. Tolkien now forced to flash out to safety. Kalist still holding on to his flash. Will go right over the wall and take out Tolkien. It's a quadra for a king in the bottom lane.
Wow, the young rookie of Kalist really showcasing his mechanical prowess in that fight. With a numbers disadvantage, with NNO finding so many great picks, he dances his way around the team fight. 12, 1, and 6. If you weren't sure where the hype came from, that right there is exactly what causes it. Phenomenal play from him. Quadra kill for Kalist.
Clean movement. Here you can see the quadra kill. No? Now we'll get a chance to look at it again. Again, the fight, it looks good at the start. Again, so many resources burned to take Targamas out, but that's a free pick. Sadly, it's a little bit more contested as we get deeper into the fight.
Yeah, I think they overextend here. Like, they try and catch Seiken out on the side lane. They think they see an opportunity. Now we're back into the action.
Agurn, able to land the ult. Good poke down. Agurn immediately going to try to flash. It is still a hole breaker. Yone, they have to be careful. Q3 back into 2. Should be able to take out at least Karni. Seiken not able to connect on the Q. Will find Agurn, but now Kalist is here. The Vayne is terrifying. Kalist legendary. There's nowhere for Brokey to go other than golden, other than down, other than straight back to the fountain. Another double for Kalist.
2v1, Seiken is able to get himself a kill. Kalist with the cleanup. Now with the Baron, they're going to continue to pressure onto the base of NNO. Synkrov is securing the Dragon. They don't need him right now. 14-1 for this Vayne. Seiken continues to look.
Doesn't have any Q stacks, however, so was not able to follow up on that one. fearless with the use of that Yone E. You see why as Kalist, again, just obliterates that tower. Has a stopwatch. No summoner spells, but it just feels so difficult to lock this man down.
Kalist is going to get a fantastic opportunity after this to go up against the reigning world champion in Gumayushi. It's going to be an exciting one to watch for sure, as they now make their way into the base of NNO to try and end this game.
Taken walking in, but again, no stacked Q. That's the awkward thing about not having access to a wave is Yone. Ulti going in, they're looking to burn down Targamas, a bit of sustain there. They don't want to commit too many resources. They're waiting for it to fall away. Now they're stepping into the front line. Kalist, again, untouched for now, continuing to walk forward. There's no damage being done to this Vayne. Kalist uncontested on the backside. Bit of CC is going to connect. Broky now trying to free fire into Synchron, but he just doesn't have the space to maneuver. Turning back, looking to take down Kalist, but he doesn't have the damage or the time. KC breaking down the doors of NNO's base. Looking to barrel through, looking to end the game right here. 26 minutes, it's 32 kills to 13. A slaughter in favor of KC. Agurna, no way. The last men standing, looking to make one final effort to hold on in this game. Pull back there, no way taken out. Kalist going golden. Legendary now as the stopwatch fades away. A clean win coming for KC. A warm-up before their matchup with T1.
And your Masters champions right there, continuing their incredible form. KC, a team to watch, especially as they get closer to the LEC next year. And still smiles on the faces of NNO. It was always going to be a tough fight, but they did what they could. But KC showed no remorse. And definitely, as you rightly said, the warm-up that they're going to need as they go up against the Titans of T1 in the next round.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to see that matchup. Much love to NNO. Played their hearts out on the stage today, and KC obviously just getting started. Cannot wait to see more, but that's enough from us here at the Caster Desk. Let's send it back over to the analysts to talk about that game.